Mr. Math here. Thanks for watching my videos. Be sure to like and subscribe and remember to ring the bell to be notified of updates. Hello viewers, welcome back to Oblivion Remastered. This is Geoffrey standing outside the Mages Guild in Chorrol. We arrived here yesterday evening, tried to get an audience with the Countess to buy the house, but she had retired for the evening. So yeah, we got here too late, unfortunately. We'll go there in just a bit, but first, the Guildmaster over in Cheydinhal said to come here to see what we were going to be assigned to next. So let's talk to them.
Good day.
Hello, mister. Rumors?
Hey, you're the one they call the hero of Kvatch, aren't you? The one that closed the Oblivion Gate and saved the city?
That is indeed me. I was hoping more about rumors on Daedric shrines and whatnot. Okay, well, I have been told to come here and ask what you need me to do next.
I've got another job for you, slightly off the record. You'll be going on a mission with Varanus Daunton. Yes, the Guildmaster's son.
Ah, wonderful. A celebrity who will doubtless do absolutely nothing and leave all the effort on my shoulders. What about him then?
You're to accompany him and make sure he succeeds. He needs some time in the field to get his confidence up, or he'll never become a good warrior. Valena coddles the boy too much. Doesn't want him in the line of fire. Suppose it's no surprise after Vitellis.
Vitellis?
Valena Daunton's eldest son. Good man. We lost him on a botched mission recently. You've probably seen the other wounded around. If you're smart, you'll steer clear of the subject around the Guildmaster. Perhaps you and I will have time to discuss it more later.
And so I'm just to be his babysitter so that he can get some field experience.
His mother's been holding him back, protecting him. You'll go to Nonwell Cavern with him. Galtus Previa was lost there, and you're to find him. And not a word of this to the Guildmaster. Go find him. He'll be in the Daunton house, most likely. And bring him back in one piece.
So we lost someone already and now we're going after him? Shouldn't you send someone a bit more experienced on that kind of a task?
We got the contract from his aunt. Was in Nonwell looking for gems of some sort. Never heard from again. You and Varanus, go find him. Time's wasting.
Babysitting some wet behind the ears cub. You should just go out and do things the hard way like I did. Oh well. I have more important things than that right now. Countess ought to be here. And let's not forget. There it is.
Hey! What do you want?
Rumors?
I heard about a knight who rescued the chapel in Leowyn. Talk about good timing. But who's to say what chapel will be next? No one is safe. Back to work for poor old Orgnar. I'm Bitneld, the Curse Bringer, captain of the Chorrol Guard. What can I do for you?
Rumors?
I'm thinking of doing some traveling, just to see the world a bit. Take care.
So he hasn't even traveled around. Probably wouldn't know anything anyway. All right, then. The Countess. Got to put our good manners on. Your Grace. Good morning to you. I am Geoffrey Geoffrey, Cleric of the Nine.
It's a pleasure to meet you. I am Countess Velga of Chorrol. I wish I had time to chat, but I'm afraid I'm in the middle of an investigation.
Ah, then I shan't keep you, Your Grace. I wish to buy a house, if I may have your permission.
You are? There is a positively gorgeous home for sale right on the main plaza. You'll be hard-pressed to find a nicer home for sale in Cyrodiil.
20,000. Well, it's a deal.
It's a pleasure to have you become a citizen of Chorrol. I'll take care of the deed. Here is your key. The house is on the main plaza, between the statue and the chapel. The last tenant of Arborwatch has cleaned the place of furniture. I'd recommend stopping by Northern Goods and Trade. The owner, Cneus, should have everything you need.
My thanks, Your Grace. Good morning to you.
Goodbye.
Oh, that was easy. I wish the lady luck in her investigation, whatever it is she's investigating.
Hello. Good tidings, citizen. State your business.
Got anything to say? No. Nothing I need to know about.
Take care.
All right, got a house. Let's go check it out. In the main plaza, she said. Nope.
And have you seen him? I just don't get it.
You're right, it's shameful. Still, what is anyone supposed to do? It's her life.
I've heard others say the same.
Take care.
You too.
They end their discussion and they just stand there staring at each other. Must be having an affair. Okay. Pretty barren. Not surprising, considering that I was told they cleared out the furniture. Got a table and a chair. And a plate. Okay, the bedroom. And what's in here? Nothing. Presumably this will be like the office or something. Well, now that we've taken a look at the place. No basement or anything like that? Okay, well anyway, as I was saying, now that we've taken a look at the place, let's get the furnishings.
How can I help you?
What's new with you?
I ran into some goblins.
Well met.
No rumors from you either. Huh.
Tell me more. Take care.
Goblins. Evil, foul-smelling little brutes.
Safe travels.
Bye.
They're still at it.
Greetings, Orc.
Good morning. Well met.
Yeah, you didn't have anything. Chorrol?
Just between the two of us, I wish the Countess would worry a bit more about the security of the city and a bit less about her damn painting. Be seeing you.
Her painting. So she paints?
You choose to share.
Any guy with lazy in his name is not worth talking to. Probably hasn't been out of the city, so he won't know anything about Daedric shrines. This has really been irritating. And the real annoying part is that I'm sure I've passed by the Shrine of Hircine before. I just can't remember where.
A pleasure to speak with you.
No rumors.
Tell me more.
She's at 100 disposition. Okay, well then.
I offer the finest goods and lowest prices in all Cyrodiil.
Wow, okay, that's expensive. Not like I can't afford it, obviously, but still. Let's see, 1836, 54, 72, 90, 10,500, 12,300, 14,100, 15,900, 17,900, 19,400. So, not quite 20,000, but nearly doubling the amount I've spent on this house already. But I'm fine with that. It's not like I don't have the money.
I wouldn't make that deal with just anybody.
No, you wouldn't. They would need to be masters of mercantile for that.
A fine bargain for you. An excellent deal.
Servants' quarters, eh?
You drive a hard bargain. I let that go too cheaply.
Okay.
Come back and see me again. You too.
I've now bought everything Seedneys has for my house in Chorrol. Let's see.
Have pity, beautiful lady. I got nothing to eat.
I hope I can help.
Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Oh, rumors. You got something new?
I saw Rimalas Broyant walking his dogs today. And yesterday. And the day before. I swear that's all he does. Good day.
Who will help an old beggar?
Not me. Not in this lifetime, at
The
least.
Chapel of Mara in Breville's been attacked, just like Anvil. Everyone slaughtered, the altars desecrated.
Hello there.
Take care.
Good to see you.
Be seeing.
I saw Irana leaving town. She looked very excited.
Go on.
Have you heard the odd noises coming from your gal?
Good day.
Yeah. You do leave town a lot to do your interesting deeds, but no rumors for me.
Be seeing you.
Noises? No, I haven't. That sounds a bit troublesome.
It's you.
Okay, let's see what we've got. Oh, this is looking much nicer. That plate is still there. Much nicer. That kind of looked like the urn in the haunted house that had that skeletal hand that I purchased over in Anvil. Arborwatch bedrooms, eh? This must be the so-called servants' quarters. And this is the master bedroom. Oh, blast it. Everything got mixed up again. Ugh. I need to get back to Breville and leave the stuff for that house. And I have to figure out why the Bruma items are still marked as quest items. That's weird. Okay. Okay, so dining upgrade. Bedroom. The first dining area and then dining upgrade. Okay, so which of the two kitchen areas? Okay, lower wall hangings, that one's obvious. Middle wall hangings. House racks assortment. Servants' quarters, I remember that one. Okay, so that's a few. Wait a second. First one's the Bravil. The third one is for Chorrol. Okay. Dining area. I have the one for Chorrol in my inventory. So what did I put in the desk? Was it the first or the last? I really need to get these papers unmixed. Okay, so first one is Bravil, second one is Chorrol. Okay. Right. Okay, good. So that one's Bravil. And that one's Bravil. Okay, so I got that sorted. Next assortment, that's Bravil. Reading area, that's Bravil. Sitting area, that's Chorrol. Storage area, that's Bravil. Study area, that's Chorrol. Okay. Sitting area, Chorrol. Study area, Chorrol. Okay, so sitting area and study area. Okay, so far so good. Okay, so the storage area, that was Bravil. And reading area was Bravil, okay. Suite area, that's Chorrol. Upper wall hangings, that's Chorrol. House wall hangings, that's Bravil, okay. So suite area, that's Chorrol. Upper wall hangings, that's Chorrol. Suite area, upper wall hangings, okay. So the remaining ones of these should all be Bravil. And then these that are marked as quest items, those are Bruma. I think that's all of the purchasable houses in the cities. I have everything. And, well, the captain of the guard was whining about the Countess being preoccupied with something. Maybe I should ask her about that. Okay, so this is a guest suite. Honestly, I feel like this ought to be the master bedroom. Big as it is. This is the servants' quarters. Pretty nice room, but also rather lightly furnished. This is the master bedroom. Much more furnished and also with a window. And a desk for my effects. And I wonder... quests. Okay, yeah, the quest is done. The fact that there's a servant's quarters in the house makes me wonder if perhaps I could get a servant here, but if the quest is finished, then probably means no. That's fine. I suppose what I really ought to be doing is going off on that Fighters Guild quest, but Geoffrey is not a babysitter.
I see you. Hello.
Hard to complain about living in Chorrol. We've got everything you need.
Absolutely.
Do you ever spend time in the Oak Enclosure?
I've had many meals at the Oak Enclosure. Sure, it may not be the best in all Cyril, but it suits me fine.
Fine greetings to you.
Goodbye.
It's my pleasure. Please, continue.
Rumors?
I saw Remalis Briand walking his dogs today, and yesterday, and the day before. I swear that's all he does.
People like complaining about that, it appears. Tell me about Bitnold. He seemed a bit, bitter about the Countess.
He's captain of the Chorrol Guard. During the day, you can usually find him on patrol with us around the city. Be seeing you.
Well, I guess I can't expect these guys to, speak ill of the captain. At least not with strangers outside of the guard. So, fine. Wonder if blacksmith has any knowledge about Daedric shrines. It's a long shot, but...
I hope I can help. You Goblet is an odd one. And I swear, I heard strange noises coming from his basement not long ago. Goodbye.
Well, not the rumor I was hoping for, but interesting nonetheless. Who else could I possibly approach about this?
Seems handy enough. Interesting.
Good day.
Who will help an old beggar?
It's you. Hi.
The Chestnut Handy Stables now offers to protect your horse. Seems handy enough.
I've heard others say the same.
Good news of Kabats for a change.
A pleasure to speak with you.
No rumors from him.
Take care.
So I've heard.
Take care.
Goodbye.
You look like the right one. Good day.
No rumors from you.
You too. Greetings to you. State your business.
Nah, nothing from you either.
Take care.
Boy, I'm just coming up dry no matter who I talk to.
no problem, is there?
Well, nothing you can help me with, at
Take
least.
care.
Well, maybe there'll be people in here to talk to. Ha! As a new journeyman of illusion, you know what is and isn't real and how to fool the minds of your opponents. You can now cast journeyman level illusion spells.
I hope I can help.
There we go. No, nothing. Okay, what do you know about this whelp?
The youngest Dunton? Probably at home. I hear his mother doesn't let him do too much. Be seeing you.
Oh. Right. Let's see if there's anything I might do to assist. Your Grace?
It's a pleasure to meet you. I am Countess Valga of Chorrol. I wish I had time to chat, but I'm afraid I'm in the middle of an investigation.
Your Grace, would you know anything interesting about the region?
It's curious. Skindrad's people scarcely ever set eyes on the Count, but he's apparently loved and respected by all his subjects.
That's not exactly the local area, is it? Anyway, Your Grace, this investigation of yours, if I may be so bold, might I ask what it's about?
You seem the trusting type. Perhaps you can assist me. It seems someone has taken away an heirloom that is quite dear to me. I want you to help me recover a stolen painting. The painting was of my lost love, the Count Valga, and it has been stolen from my bedchamber. If you find the painting and bring the culprit to justice, you shall be justly rewarded. What say you?
Well, your guard captain seems to not want it to be focused on. Maybe I could get out of the way and make him happy, and he'd have more information for me. I'd be glad to help, Your Grace.
Very well. I suggest you begin to gather clues. And I warn you, do not accuse the wrong person, or I shall be quite cross with you. Here are some keys. They should allow you access to many of the restricted areas in Castle Chorrol.
Okay. Can you tell me more about the stolen painting, Your Grace?
The painting is all I have left that reminds me of the Count. I spend many a lonely night wishing that the words I speak to it will be heard, and not just fall upon the lifeless pigments and canvas.
And does Your Grace know where I might start?
Your best bet is to speak to residents of the castle. Once you have found out all you can, search for physical clues.
And does Your Grace have any suggestions about who precisely I might speak with?
Chanel and Orgnar both reside in the private quarters section. They have been restricted to remain indoors, so they should be easy to find. You may also want to speak to Bitneld, the captain of the guard. He can be found on patrol in Chorrol or in the barracks. Finally, I would try speaking to Orgnar Grogoth, who is my steward. He resides in the private quarters section as well. If he isn't in the castle, he may be at the Northern Goods and Trade, buying food to stock our larder.
Let's see. Anything else you might suggest, Your Grace?
I was elsewhere at the time of the robbery, and the chamber was locked. The only other people who have had access to the chamber and were unaccounted for are the court mage, Chanel, and the porter, Orgnar. Don't forget to check with Bitneld, the captain of the guard, my steward, Orgnar Grogoth, and my herald, Laith Wavrick.
Very good. I shall get started immediately.
Good luck, investigator.
Just standard bodyguard. Well, no need to talk to you.
A pleasure to meet you again.
Likewise, good sir. I wish to ask about the investigation. Do you have any information that might assist?
My duties rely on watching no more than the throne and attending to visitors. But confidentially, I will say that Orgnar has been acting a bit unusual. His abuse of drink has gotten worse lately. He has taken to asking for money from others to purchase spirits. A porter's wage does not befit his habits.
And of course, being an orc, you accuse him immediately. Well, I shan't let that blind me. Perhaps it is true. Some orcs lose their way and forget the way of the proper warrior.
Fare thee well.
Laith Wavrick, the castle herald, told me that he's observed Orgnar having a drinking problem and often asking for money to fund his new habit. No, don't do that. There we go. I'm going to turn off the slow walk. Just a dining area. Any secret doors in here? Nope. Okay. At least none that I was able to find. Oh. Varla stone. Alright, so I'm looking for Chanel and Orgnar. Excuse me, sir.
What can I do for you?
I'm looking for either Chanel or Orgnar. It would appear that you don't know where they are. A shame. Good day to you.
Good day.
Such good company. Welcome. A pleasure to speak with you.
Likewise, my good fellow.
Certainly.
Max disposition, okay. I have some questions I need to ask my fellow orc.
I don't remember seeing Chanel or Orgnar that entire evening. But then again, I stayed in my quarters most of the night. There was no point in going on my usual walk with all the rain falling. As far as Chanel and Orgnar go, they seem fine to me. I only had a minor scrape with Orgnar recently. I caught him drinking in the West Tower on the upper level. I told him if he didn't stop, I would tell the Countess. He just grumbled and agreed. He hasn't bothered me since.
Well, it's good that you're trying to push him to be a better orc. Hopefully it will have an effect. Well, thank you for the information.
Take care.
Orgnar mentioned he was in the castle that entire night because it had been raining, but didn't see Orgnar or Chanel. Also, he mentioned he had caught Orgnar drinking in the West Tower once. When he threatened to tell the Countess about it, Orgnar apparently stopped. Okay.
How goes it? There's no problem, is there?
Well, there's been a theft, but it looks like you don't have any specific information about it. On your way then, my good man.
Take care.
Hey?
Whoa.
So, you a living statue, or are you gonna say something?
I thought he was an orc. Well, never mind. I was completely wrong.
The night of the theft, I was in the Great Hall, having an argument with a delivery boy from Braville. It seems his horse lost its footing in the heavy rain we had that night, and the shipment of port that it was carrying slipped to the ground. Oh, the fall broke most of the bottles. He didn't want to claim responsibility, but I gave him what for and sent him away. After that, I spent the rest of the night in my quarters, reading.
So that would seem to imply he was elsewhere, and that there was a witness.
Aye, it was a fine portrait of a fine man. Back to work for poor old Orgnar.
When asked about the night in question, Orgnar told me he spent a bit of time arguing with the delivery boy in the Great Hall, had a bit of an accident with a wine shipment in the rain, then spent the rest of the night in his room. I should continue questioning the suspects. Walking off backwards like you didn't trust me.
Well met.
Where's Chanel's quarters? Greetings.
Hello. Are you searching for something?
As a matter of fact, I am helping Her Grace with an investigation.
The night that the painting was stolen, I was in the courtyard of the castle taking star readings. After a while, I decided to go into the dining area just off the Great Hall. I poured myself some wine and studied the charts I had made until it was time to sleep. From there, I went directly to my chamber and slept the rest of the night.
Tell me about the painting?
The stolen painting was of Count Volga. Whoever painted it could not do the man justice. He was kind and noble, which is difficult to convey on canvas. I'm afraid other than that, I cannot offer much more information.
Are you aware of the investigation into the matter?
Yes, I have heard that the painting of the Count was taken. I was unaware she hired an outsider to conduct the investigation. May luck be with you.
Oh, thank you.
Until your return.
When asked about the night in question, Chanel told me she spent some time in the courtyard taking star readings, and she made her way to the dining area off the Great Hall, and then went to her quarters to sleep. Everyone's talking about Orgnar having his drinking problem. But, he has an alibi. He was talking to a delivery boy. Meanwhile, this one is just taking star readings.
Any luck yet?
Not yet. Who else might I talk to? I haven't spoken to the captain of the guard yet. All I've heard from him so far is that he's annoyed at an investigation into a mere painting.
You again?
Yep, me again. Let's see. What time is it? Almost 6 o'clock.
Yes?
I don't suppose you know where Captain Bittner is. Out walking the city, apparently.
You look skilled in alteration. Maybe you can teach me something. There's no problem, is there?
Where might I find Captain Bittner? Bitneld?
He's captain of the Chorrol Guard. During the day, you can usually find him on patrol with us around the city. Bye.
Well, that doesn't help me too much. Nope, that wasn't him. I was wondering maybe that was him. Are either of those him?
Just like Andy. Everyone slaughtered. The altars desecrated.
Nope.
You look like a shrewd businessman.
Let's see here. Maybe he's already back in the castle barracks.
Greetings to you.
I didn't go all the way around the city, so maybe I'm...
You look
too
like a
fast.
shrewd businessman.
Well, oh, there
Good
he is.
evening.
How are you today?
Fantastic. Thanks for asking.
Good.
Good day.
But
Good day.
Captain, I was wondering if you might know anything about Orgnar or Chanel.
I'm sorry, I wasn't in that evening. I was making my rounds of Chorrol. The only odd occurrence lately was with Chanel. I have seen her spending a lot of time in the West Tower. When I asked her about it, she said it involved her spell research. I suppose at the time it sounded good enough for me.
West Tower, eh?
Be seeing you.
Bitnell, the captain of the guard, said he'd been out on patrol in the streets of Chorrol that night. In addition, he mentioned seeing Chanel spend a good deal of time in the castle's West Tower, but when he confronted her about it, she said it was where she had been performing some of her magic research. Would have been nice if he could have confirmed whether or not Orgnar really had that argument with that delivery boy. West Tower. Where's the West Tower? Tower North? Tower East? Looks like I have to go back inside the castle. So that's North Tower, and that's East Tower. So West Tower would be like over there somewhere. Maybe that's the West Tower.
Look at the muscles on you.
Wooden door? Well, I don't want to pick the lock because that's illegal. So instead, let's do it the entirely legal way.
Fine greetings to you.
And to you. Whose bedroom is this? Okay. I don't know, but it doesn't seem to be the West Tower, so let's not worry about that.
You look like you've swung a mace or two in your time.
Some wine and clothes, but nothing else.
You have the hands of a healer.
Glister and Melinda's ankles together? Isn't it awful? I don't see a problem with those two. It's a bit odd, but that's their business. Goodbye.
Private quarters. Okay, whose private quarters? Ah, that's who. Okay. West Tower? That's the South Tower. Let's see what it looks like on the inside. Yeah. Just a storage area. Aha. Okay, nothing here. Arc Tower? Trap door? Let's not go through here yet. I want to look around a bit more out here or so. Let's exhaust all other avenues.
Greetings, Orc.
North Tower. Lace quarters. Right, I have keys to this place. I don't need to magic open these doors. He's in here. Okay. Can't exactly search the place. All right, the rest of this looks fairly normal. Okay.
Please, go ahead.
Alright, let's go back to the West Tower then.
Please, go ahead.
Okay. Trapdoor. Wooden door to Chorrol. A secret back door? Okay, there's kind of a path that leads over here. So far, no joy. Doesn't seem to be anything else up here. So far, this has been a bit of a wild goose chase. Could there be anywhere else? Not really. Well, so far, I still feel that Chanel is the most obvious, is the clearest suspect. But I don't have any physical evidence against her. Spending time in the West Tower. Is there like a trapdoor going down? Oh. unusual painting. I found an interesting painting in a concealed area of the West Tower. It seems someone in the castle is a painter. I think I should continue looking for more clues. So she's been spending a lot of time in the West Tower. Wait. Went the wrong way. And there's a secret painting area down below. Whatever it is, it won't be in her pockets. Chanel seems to have painting supplies concealed in a lectern in her room. The fact they're concealed seems suspicious. Search for more clues.
Hello. Is there a problem, citizen?
Do you know anything, my good man?
I was with the Countess all evening. Didn't see a thing.
Doing your duty? All fine and well?
Goodbye.
Is that enough to accuse her? I haven't found the painting yet.
Well met.
Indeed. Is that enough to accuse her? I really do think it's her. Orgnar had an alibi, and she really doesn't.
Well met.
Maybe she took the painting because, you know, as a painter herself, she's interested in that kind of work. I think it hit the drawers instead of the box. Oh. I don't need it into his jewelry box. I don't believe I do, anyway. Is this enough to accuse her?
Look at the muscles on you.
Is it enough to accuse her? I'm just not confident in that. But there doesn't seem to be anything pointing towards Orgnar. Let's see. Caught Orgnar drinking in the West Tower. Okay, on the one hand, that makes the West Tower business a bit more inconclusive. On the other hand, Chanel has painting supplies in her room and Orgnar does not. Well, it's getting pretty late. Or early, you might say. Let's take one last look in the West Tower here. Is this the top floor? Looks like this is the top floor. Okay, so they both have some connection to the West Tower. But, Only, only channel seems to be a painter. That thing seemed to be glowing, but no, it's not anything important. Yeah, I just don't know if this is enough to accuse her. Okay, well, it's getting... I've been on this for a long time. I think I need to step away and get a bit of rest. Maybe this was a secret door, but no. Yeah, okay, let's step away from this and get a bit of rest and think about it.
At the chapel. Farewell.
Yeah. This is a good idea. Getting some rest. Maybe something will snap into place for me in the next morning. Well, I actually think it's time to end the video. So, viewers, thank you very much for watching Oblivion Remastered. Doesn't really feel like we accomplished very much.
What is it now?
Do you ever spend time in the Oak Enclosure?
Certainly I've spent time there. Talasma runs a good, quiet inn.
Yes.
I saw Ilana leaving town. She looked very excited.
So I've heard.
So long.
Goodbye.
Hi there.
They say that when you murder someone, the Dark Brotherhood comes to you in your sleep. It's how they recruit new members.
I see. Sometimes I just go look at the Great Oak. Magnificent, don't you think?
Of course not.
Take care.
Okay. Now that they've ended their rather distracting conversation, viewers, thank you for watching Oblivion Remastered. In the next episode, we'll bring this investigation to a close, and I suppose reluctantly serve as a bodyguard / babysitter for little Downton, and get that ridiculousness over with. Until then, have a good one.